Well, almost everybody on the left supports banning so-called assault weapons these days, so some are going even further. While CNN's Chris Cuomo says it is not happening, more and more of them really are calling for a total repeal of the Second Amendment. Don't worry, that's not a gun ban, they say. It will just make it possible for us to ban guns later if we needed to. Jumaane Williams is a New York City councilman. He's running for lieutenant governor of the state of New York. He's a frequent guest on the show, and we're happy he is. Mr. Williams, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me on again.
So I've been trying, one of the reasons I'm so glad you're here is because I know that you're an honest man. I'm trying to get to the core of what this means. I keep hearing people on television tell me that we need an assault weapons ban, and that if I complain about it, I don't like children or something, I'm bad. Oh, fine, that's fine, but just tell me what you're calling for. So there are tens of millions of semi-automatic rifles in circulation. They're already in people's homes. Would those be included in the ban? Would people have to turn their guns in or not?
Well, this is not about turning guns in. Most importantly, this is not about finding one thing that's going to solve the problem. I do believe it is a complex problem, so we need a complex solution, both on dealing with the supply and access to guns and the demand issues that most people like to speak about, what is the cause of violence. We need solutions to both of those. And when I think of assault weapon bans, I think of semi-automatic weapons that have high-capacity ammunitions that are made for rapid fire and possibly combat use.
Okay, right. You basically said what everyone is saying, but I just want to drill down on the specifics of one piece of it, and I'm not suggesting this is your whole response to violence, but it's part of it, this assault weapons ban. What does that mean? So you've got tens of millions of semi-automatic weapons that are already in circulation. People already have them. So you could stop all sales tomorrow, but you still have tens of millions of these guns. What do you do with those? Do you not do anything about them, or do you do something about them?
But what I like to do is, it's easy to go to the point that would cause the most consternation of folks. And so what I've said is this is not about getting the guns from the people who are in their homes currently at this moment in time. What we want to do is prevent these sales from moving forward. I think.
Okay, but hold on. I'm not trying. Look, this is the core of the question. If you think that guns are causing violence, and there's literally no social science that shows that, but if we're going to pretend that guns are the problem, and I guess we are, then you have to answer what to do about the guns.
Well, I disagree. There is a lot of data that shows that.
But I'm conceding that. I'm playing along with the fantasy that guns are the problem, just for the purposes of the debate.
Part of the problem is.
Yeah, okay. But what do you do with them?
But
so you say at some future date, I mean, what does that mean?
Well, I disagree with what the core of the question is. Last time I was on the show, there was agreement that we should not have unfettered access to guns. The next logical question is there too much access to guns? And if the answer is yes, then we collectively should speak about what to do with it. What often happens when we come here is we drill down on one thing as if one thing will either cause or perpetuate it to go
Well, I'm not. I mean, we've already had an assault weapons ban that didn't work, so we know it's not going to work.
Oh, that's not true.
That's
not true at all. The data,
it actually is a factual matter. It's true, but in the fantasy land of the gun control.
From 2004, there were 89 deaths from massacres. After they expired, from the next 10 years, not including the Parkland or Vegas, there were about 300 incidents from massacres.
But the murder rate didn't move. The rate of people killed by firearms of all kinds did not change at all. That's not my opinion. It's a fact. I was there. I covered it, actually.
But the data I just said is also true. The amount of people who were killed by assault.
The bottom line is how many people die, and it didn't save any lives.
And I'm also... Sure,
but hold on. I want to know what it means. So you've got hundreds of millions of high-capacity magazines, clips that hold bullets.
I already
that go
answered
into
that
guns.
question. You want to continue to drill down?
I haven't. I want specifics because I'm an American citizen and adult.
What I said to you is trying to prevent future sales of these weapons. What you want to do is pinpoint. But I've already said I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on.
What do you mean not focused? So at no point, if there are hundreds of millions of high-capacity magazines, you could ban sale today, and it would not affect the outcome at all, because hundreds of millions is a lot.
Yeah, I understand.
So would you do anything about
Are you saying that those hundreds of millions are a problem? Are you saying those hundreds of millions are?
I don't think they are, because I think guns are inanimate objects that don't shoot people on their own.
I consistently concede that there are other things that help move the gun violence.
But are you going to answer the question?
But you don't concede that guns are actually a part of the gun violence.
Look, you're running for office. I'm just a hack journalist trying to get a straight answer.
No,
you're trying to be in control of a state.
Do you agree that guns are a part of gun violence
I just want to know what you're going to do with the magazines.
Like, that's
that
a
are
question
out
you
there.
won't answer. And that's
No,
why
of course I'll answer it. I've said it 10 times. Guns are tools. When they're
my
misused, they
question was,
hurt people.
Do you think guns are a part of the gun violence problem that we have to address?
I'm not getting any.
We will make America great again.